Your opinion, and what is your opinion?
So my opinion, I can't remember exactly how I said it, but what I said to those people, and it's still my opinion today, is that you never want to hold a large portion of your wealth in any one company. And Google's a great company, and it's still doing great today as far as I know. But all companies have a life cycle. And at some point, Google, as all companies do, will fade. It might happen sooner or later. But my classic example of that is Sears. Sears for 100 years was Amazon and Walmart combined. Sears was the company that said, hey, there are all these people out in rural America who can't get to stores, but we could mail them catalogs. And then they could send us back orders and we could just mail the stuff to them, right? Well, what's that? That's Amazon. That's exactly what Amazon does. And we're going to have these brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, and that was
that's
the
Walmart.
Sears catalog, for those of you that don't know.
Right.
Sears would print out the internet and staple it together.
Right. And it was like this thick.
Yeah, and it was filled with products, and then they would staple that and mail it to you.
Yeah.
And then you would circle what parts of the internet you wanted and mail it back to them. Then they would mail you those goods and services.
It was the print. Even they would do houses. They had prefab houses they sold at one point. So, and they dominated for 100 years. In 1973, they built what was then the tallest building in the world in Chicago. Sears Tower, right? Yeah. That was, by the way, the beginning of the end. Now, you'd be hard-pressed to find a Sears store open. In 1973, if you'd said that, it was 20, 30 years later, Sears would be gone, people would have laughed at you. But if you've been up in front of a bunch of Sears employees and they asked you, gee, should I have all my net worth in Sears stock? You'd have been pretty controversial saying, no, that's probably not a great idea.